Sorry, Heather. Is that better? When we initially started this project, we sat down and we talked with Pact about what was the purpose of doing this. And ultimately, it was speaking to these incredible individuals that have these incredible stories and achieved so much within the world of TV and film. And we want to see the things that they've done, but then also get a feel for their journey from really day dot to where they are now.
My role on this project was mostly project management. I was the one that was in touch with Pact and the indies that we filmed, but I also went on every shoot and was heavily involved in production and audio editing. I think the most challenging part is there was 14 indies, and these are like people at the very top of their game, like really successful producers, production companies, and they are very busy. So I think scheduling was probably the most challenging part. Generally, when we set up, it normally takes us between half an hour and 45 minutes. On these particular shoots, it was more 15 minutes. So I think we had to pack down on one particular shoot. I think it took us I had about 5 minutes to get everything out of the room. So setting up, making it look pretty, and getting everything done in a set amount of time, it was a little bit challenging, but it's a really fun challenge as well.
What's good with this one from the editing standpoint is we were planning stuff way in pre-production. So even before we began filming it, we were creating concepts for how the graphics would come on, how visually it would look, how it would be shot. And we did loads of different things. And it was quite nice to experiment and play around with that. Editors who usually are given the project after the fact. It's usually kind of a producer role to kind of do the beginning and planning and stuff. But it was nice that everyone from all departments were involved and we all kind of put our little mark on there. So that was pretty cool.
It's about inspiring that next generation of indie, and we just so happen to be like that next generation of indie. So for them to have championed us and believed in us, that's really special. We had like an insider look, I suppose, on the things that these young indies and people trying to break into the industry would want to know about. So we were literally meeting these industry legends, asking them all the questions that we would have asked them anyway, and then getting to film it and getting to create something from it. So it was a really special experience for that reason. Like, it was almost like we've created this whole docuseries for ourselves, which is kind of cool.
A most memorable moment from the whole project was when me and Lou were headed down to London for one of the shoots. And we probably got an hour down the road and Lou just suddenly looked at me, bewildered, and said, "I forgot my bag." And my bag had all my clothes in. And then Heather just looked at me as if to say, "Are you actually kidding me?" So we had to turn the van around and go and get her bag.
Run away, Heather! It's not funny anymore. It was funny 20 minutes ago.
And then head back to London. We got there pretty late.
It's cool what people are capable of if they're like super creative, people that take risks, because all these producers, they've all stood out by doing something quite impactful, quite different to make them all stand out. And risk is a big factor and they all talk about that. So I think the big lesson that I've personally learned from doing these edits is probably taking risks and managing that as well.
The journey's been really inspiring to us as well. We are a video marketing agency moving into the world of broadcast, so having that insight into their world is just unbelievable, and going on that journey has just been amazing.
I really, really hope, and this was the point, this is why we did this thing, we really want that next generation or any indie to watch all of, but then also maybe just one or a snip or whatever of something that we've created for this series and be inspired to do something special or to follow their dream, to do the thing that they didn't think they were going to do, whatever it is, to be inspired by something that we've created, and something like this that we've created specifically for that purpose would just be incredible.